In this video, we'll be looking at one of the best units in the game, Ichigo Savior. This unit deals a lot of damage in a short amount of time, along with a broken ability that can save you in so many situations. Now, my Ichigo has the Blitz trait on him, so it's not the best, but it's fine for now. But for his stats, he has Z plus damage, Z seconds per attack, and Z plus range. So he has some of the best stats that you can possibly have. But with that being said, let's look at him in action. All right, so let's place him down and see at base damage, he does 2,000 every 3 seconds. So he attacks very quickly and has a decent radius to start with. He has this ability called Horns of Salvation, which consumes a base livestock, but then makes him do 2 times damage for the next 40 seconds. And then that also pairs with his passive, which makes him do 20% more damage and have 10% more range for every missing livestock. And then whenever he loses the livestock, so whenever he hits his ability, he'll do 5 times damage for his next attack. So that makes him really powerful, and that's why it's really important to get him as much leveled up as you can, so that whenever you hit his Horns of Salvation, it can do so much damage. You can almost one-tap bosses with his ability if you have him maxed out. And then his other passive is to save the Anime Vanguard Society. For anything that requires a group or category, this unit is treated as a part of that category. For every upgrade the unit gains, it increases the damage and range buffs from his first attack by 5% and 2.5% respectively. So let's go ahead and upgrade him a few times to get his Go-Go Jojo move, which changes his attack from the dash lines to this radius circle. But he does 6,000 damage now, and he takes a little longer to attack, but he's still very good, especially at this stage of his moves. Let's go ahead and skip a few waves. Okay, so now if we upgrade him a few more times, then he has this new move, which goes back to his dash lines, which it'll attack any enemy that gets in the radius of these dash lines. And now he does 12,000 damage every 5 seconds, which is still very good. So let's go ahead and max him out. And when we go to max him out, his damage jumps to 19,000, and then he gets this Go-Go explosion move. So let's go ahead and get that for him. All right, I want to spawn in a boss. Let's do 3 times health multiplier. Let's spawn Itachi. He does 360,000 health. Let's hit the Horns of Salvation, and you can see his damage jumps to 105,000 damage for his next attack. So he just took off a third of Itachi's health in just the one move, and then he'll continue to do 36,000 damage for the next 40 seconds. So this Itachi is really good to just take out bosses and a big group of enemies on his own. And I only have the Blitz ability on him, so if you were to get some of the higher abilities like Ethereal, Solar, Deadeye, or Monarch, then that would make him even stronger and way better, especially Monarch, making him do 3 times the amount of damage. But since the Horns of Salvation takes up a life every time you use it, you can only use it up to twice per match, and that's if you keep enemies away from getting to the end. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Anime Vanguards content. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.